Welcome, everybody, to the International VR League Summer Showdown. I am your host, Trip. I'm joined by, surprised, last-minute guest co-caster, James Boak, everybody's favorite Kiwi.
Hey, everyone. How's it going? I'm excited for a good match today.
I am, too. I don't have a whole lot of stats here. I mean, new league, new teams, new stats. So I don't know a whole lot here. It's been a while since I've seen these two teams play.
Yeah, I'm looking through the rosters now, and that these two are playing, and a lot of names I know, but I don't actually know them how they'll play as a team very well. Be interesting to see how the team tactics come out.
Yeah, and let's go through those rosters since everyone is in the lobby. On the side of the leftovers, we've got Electro, Fog Cabin, Daddy Spartan, Me Organic Peas, Ring Monster. And on Legacy, we've got Snakebite, Dr. Duckleberg, Hondo VR, Maho, and The Sickness VR. So a lot of very old names on the Legacy side.
Yeah, and a lot of newer but experienced names also on the leftover side. There's a lot of names in there which I know from Ready Up lobbies, a lot from just generally in comp lobbies. So there's some very good players on both teams.
And if you if you watch the first match cast, that's the word I'm looking for. If you watch the first cast, you'll know that the maps are preset for the Summer Showdown. So all of week one is going to be Cargo and Abandon in that order. And y'all know Cargo. There have been some slight changes. They covered up the pre-fire lane in the Pipes Cross. I don't know if there were other changes that had been made. That was the biggest one, though. And then a returning map. I want to call it a different map. I mean, it's not the same Abandon that we're used to. They should have named it something else.
It's a new map, really. Let's be honest. It's a new map.
But it's a very fun map. I've been spending a lot of time playing it, and I thoroughly enjoy that map. I think it brings a lot to the table. So I hope that we get to see it more and more throughout the regular season after this Summer Showdown.
It's good to see another bigger map. Personally, I personally enjoy those bigger maps with the more the movements they bring out, and I've been enjoying Abandon as well.
And it is
I really enjoyed the old Abandon too, though. To be fair, only in co-op. It was a great co-op map. Not so good in Uplink personally. The old Abandon. This new Abandon map, I played it in Uplink a few times now, and I've enjoyed it every time.
I liked Old Abandon. I think it was great. I think it probably just needed a couple more objectives to make it competitive for Uplink, but it was very fun playing. I thoroughly enjoyed that. Now, I don't know if we're waiting on anything. We do have all 10 people in here.
If we give them the
there
go,
we go.
There's the beeps.
There's the beeps.
Right, so what objectives we have? We have one of the classic objectives.
Okay,
I'm stumbling over myself today. The northernmost one.
Yeah, a little skip there.
For this one, the defense needs to be aware that they can cap from inside this red container in the north. Other than that, pretty classic cargo.
Some 203 smoke coming out early. Newly minted rule weapon change.
Sickness taking up a pretty common attacking position, defensive position here. They should be ready for him.
On the right.
He's been called out by Electro.
A lot of conversation happening in the middle. Fog Cabin goes down off of those words, but Daddy Spartan gets him through the crack. Nice little pickup there. Now Ring Monster's moving up into that smoke. Is he going to go straight through it? He is. He's coming out on the north side. Those smokes are great. Covering his cross. He makes it back there. Hondo misses him. No, Hondo sees him.
Duckleberg could get fragged here. He has been fragged.
Whiskey on the right. Left, sorry.
Hondo comes around the corner checking for the body. Another one goes down from Snakebite. Now it's 1-on-2.
I got two.
callouts.
Spun very quickly with those last two pickups. Leftovers were a little bit too exposed. They were all in the open at the same time. Hondo and Snakebite getting one apiece.
Counts coming out from Legacy, making sure that they know how many people are still on the field. Leftovers only have one up. Organic P's gonna have to pick and roll, see what he can do.
As we've seen from the other cast of Cargo, I think there's only been one other one so far. You're not counted out as the last man, especially on Cargo. Rotate, get a pick. If the defense gets a little bit antsy, then can very easily swing into the attacking favor.
He's moving very slowly now, trying to get up there.
The defense is moving, and this could be could open a pick for Organic Peas here.
He's got so much time to work with, 4 minutes almost on the clock. And the defense here not setting up in a crossfire pattern. They keep moving around, like you said, and they're going to allow a cross if they're not careful up, basically right up in front of Snakebite. They need to stay maybe a little bit farther forward. Hondo over there looting some bodies, trying to get more utility.
What's your move you do here?
I go up under the pipes. I think that's my play.
You go pipes?
I think
I'm not
so.
a fan of the right side, personally. I like the left side. I go, I initially will probably go through the center and clear Snakebite's position. Then I rotate back up the left side, look across to Hondo's position. But I would be collecting utility, using frags, smokes, all that sort of stuff off the bodies all around me.
Another minute down. Pease hasn't found anybody. Now he needs to start making the moves.
Hondo is exposing himself a lot here. So is Snakebite.
Yeah, both of them getting very peaky, trying to find, but they did move Snakebite's position to the position I would have taken up at this point, forcing the attacker to come around that red container to get you. Much easier than maybe peeking from back where he was and letting him get shot at an angle from center. And the shots ring out from Hondo. He sees the center, and Legacy take their first point.
Just stayed in an exposed position for a bit too long there, allowing Hondo to be able to rotate it onto him. The only thing about Snakebite's position is he could get picked without a refrag possibility. Is the only thing I'd suggest about it, which you might want to adjust. I quite like the last two men both out in that right container, right building, looking across the map. One looking across and one looking down. I don't know if that's changed based upon, the ability to cross the map a bit easier now, but probably my more common go-to is the last two men. Hondo with 3, Daddy Spartan with 3. Good start for the two of them. Close so far.
Very close. 4 minutes of cargo. I know we've been talking about round timers and things as we start up this new league, and we had discussed them. We had discussed changing them. I think we're good right now. What do you think? 6 minutes. Gave him a little bit of time to rotate if he needed it. I think really the difference is you need to commit. Giving 6 minutes to people and them not being able to commit makes it feel longer, right? If you just watch someone stand somewhere for so long, you want to see someone making decisive action choices and
if
doing
the whole attacking team's just standing there for 4 minutes and then doing something, 6 minutes seems long, especially on defense. Like, you're just sitting there, and when you're watching as well. But when you get things like that where there are movements occurring and clearing occurring, and then watching and playing both is exciting. There's a nice throw of a handgun across to the side there.
On a rush to get it started.
It's already made the
Y'all
cross.
must have a team day together after. Oh yeah.
Yeah, this crossing line here being covered, big change
Wow, this defensive setup. Oh, they pulled one back, but they had 4 in this little courtyard area at the start.
They
That's
are
what she said.
expecting tunnels heavy approaches. Ring Monster taking up a position that sometimes I find myself playing, but man, I hate it so much. It's so exposed.
As long as you got the guys up behind you, it's okay. But it's when you get to the point where you don't have anyone on either side of you, and you're just like, are they going to come from behind me or in front of me?
Ooh, nice
look at that
throw.
throw.
Wow.
Not quite cooked though. Just that little roll and the fact it wasn't cooked, allowing Dr. Dockelberg to retreat off a little bit.
There's a frag right in the middle, and it takes down Daddy Spartan. If I have my replays working today,
Electro
and I
needs to
do.
react. Electro needs to react.
Sickness just running through there.
Oh wow.
Electro goes down to Duckelberg. He's coming up. Snakebite gets rezzed. 4 on 1.5. And it's
Wow,
over.
that changed quickly. I missed it all pretty much.
Let's do another replay and see if we can see all that. I'm still confused how Sickness
He made
got
it
through
through.
there.
Yeah. That was as soon as he made it through, it caused the defense to panic a bit. It seemed, and then everything just happened. There was even a team down by Legacy in that, which so lots went on. I missed it a little bit. Apologies. Maybe you can summarize it better than my flabbergasted lack of speech.
You know, I don't know if I can. Both teams seem to hold back. I think both teams aren't used to playing each other. I don't know if they have. So they were holding back for a little bit. You saw the wait. I mean, everyone was basically still trying to, feel out if someone's going to get pushy, if there's going to be a flank early on, anything like that. And then as soon as that first nade rolled in, at that point they were like, okay, let's move. Smoke went out to feign across under pipes, and then the push came out of the tunnel. And I just don't know if the smoke was what distracted them from seeing. Like, Sickness just bolted past Electro.
Yeah, that was the crazy part. There was that frag which came out from the attacking team, a couple from defense, and then that frag from the attacking team. It caused that down, and then followed by just running through the open. And making it.
I was actually
do that 10 more times and you'll survive once.
pretty surprised that frag caught anybody. It was like right in the middle of a triangle of people. And we're now moving to the propane tanks. Or tank. There's only one. It's a propane tank. And this cross now being able to be made without worry about pre-fire. Flash is coming out, trying to stop a quick push. A trade comes out from Snakebite and Daddy. Electro and Fog Cabin watching for this. Sickness gets the double tap. Oh, they just miss each
He had
other.
that call out about the trade. Gets a little bit over pushy there and is picked off by Fog Cabin though. 4v3 attack versus defense on this. Attack definitely having an advantage. Oh, and they've got behind the objective.
Yeah, there's 2 in the back, but Duckelberg watching the south side here.
Slow peeking it too, Organic.
Electro now pushing. Duckelberg takes down one. Electro's getting close to objective though. Hondo coming out from the center. Maho goes down. Electro. Wait, they're dropping like flies. I can't keep track. Ring Monster, last man standing on attack in the south. Trying to hit Duckelberg, giving away his position, which is going to cause a rotation. And a long angle there from Hondo picks up Ring Monster.
As soon as he shot, he was trapped. I think that all stemmed from that double pick. There was I believe it was Peas across in the south. Did a slow peek initially, near to the corner as well, so exposing his shoulder early, and then went back for the double peek when there are some other angles you can approach through to get a little bit closer to the objective, and maybe some utility use could have gone down well there. Didn't feel like there was too much around the objective. They had that. Leftovers had that. They were 4-3 up. And then, yeah, they dropped like flies, as he said.
Just a reminder for the folks at home, it's a best of 9 now, so the next point, well, technically, I guess it could win Legacy the map if they take a cap, but previously playing the best of 7 is normal in the Onward game, so something to keep in mind. Because if you forget, and then you're like, oh, we're at 3 points and we're gonna go for this and we're gonna win, and then you get back to the tent and you're like, oh man, there's more to go, can really throw you off, even if you're winning. If you think that this is game point and then you get back to the tent and have to play another round, that can throw you off.
I'm really looking forward. Hopefully it'll eventually occur. I want a 4-0 to 5-4 turnaround. I'm looking forward to seeing one of those.
Alrighty, we're hopping back into it. Round number 4.
I've just noticed that you did use that profile picture, and all I can say is thanks.
It's the best picture I have of you, James.
Yeah.
Well, it's the only one I can send on Twitch. That's really what it is.
Oh, there's a lot of utility.
A lot of utility,
That's
and they're
what
not
was
even
missing
pushing
last
it. They're swinging the other way, but Fog Cabin stops the cross towards the tunnel. And now they've thrown all their utility and are kind of stuck in the middle. Sickness coming
That
up.
pick, slowing down the push from the utility, was critical.
Sickness not very happy there. You hear the awe from him. Duckelberg looking for the kill on the Ring Monster. Let's see if we can get that on the replay.
Wow.
Wow.
And all up to Mahal. And I think he's been spotted by Fog Cabin.
He's going for the tunnel. Organic pieces at the end of the tunnel. 4 defenders still alive. Leftovers looking pretty strong on this one. Fog Cabin gets the
A
kill.
little bit too much ask. Leftovers on the score card, table,
On the board.
tab, on the board. We'll go with that.
Do you know
Leftovers
how
on the board.
sports work? Have
I
you-
do sports.
Play sports ball.
Yeah, sports ball. Yeah. Hondo with 7 kills. Fog Cabin and Daddy Sarden with 4 apiece. But yeah, there've been a lot of close rounds. A lot of rounds which could have gone Leftovers' ways. Finally, one does go their way. Could this be comeback? We'll see.
So it's a long road ahead for a comeback. 4 more points for Leftovers. 2 more points for Legacy. Now I'm gonna have to start doing math in my head to determine the round count, and oh my god, this is not gonna.
Mama's coming through with the summary of the round where I just couldn't even come up with words. He went that way and boom.
That was basically it. I
Yep.
mean that summarizes it.
It's my first cast. Okay, I'm just getting my mouth warmed up.
We're all brand new casters. We don't know what we're doing.
You know, I've got to make myself sound recognizable as well. I can't speak full Kiwi.
Oh, yes you can.
Actually, I'm not very good at it. Full Kiwi.
So
My mum's English,
we're
so it's
going-
been ingrained a little bit more into me.
Going back north, back to the other north objective.
One where you see a bit more of a smoke cap potential on this one. If you smoke a bunch and then cross. Oh, looks like there is a round reset. Someone didn't make it in. There are only 4 bodies on the leftover side, so that makes sense.
I like that.
Now
new-
is the time where the only problem I have with a problem I have with 1.8.9 is you can no longer team kill in those scenarios. You can't get the knife out because it does affect your scorecard.
Points don't matter. You can still team kill mono.
Well, yeah,
It's
but
okay.
then my like whole spreadsheet does it. I have to readjust the spreadsheet and stuff, and
We know how you like your spreadsheets, James.
yep. So let's see if they do try and go for a smoke cap here. That would be a big turnaround, make it 3-3.
Round 5. Ooh, Sickness is
Ooh, Sickness is having problems.
Sick. We're going all over the place, man.
Oh wow.
Yeah, through a building.
Hit.
That's always the problem with that position that Sickness takes up, is that you can just bypass it like this. And that hoe is right here at the top.
I'm surprised he got a pick that easily from there. It's such a no and use location.
Fog Cabin
But
runs.
they have just
What is happening
they've
here?
gone right past him.
Fog and Maho are standing right on top of each other. What was I rings on objective. Typing in the code. I'm so confused. This whole thing
There it is. He got past 3 of them.
This is chaos.
Wow.
I mean,
Oh, wow.
I don't have a full screen replay. Wait, I do have a full screen replay.
We're good at casting. We understand what's going
Hold
on,
on.
honest.
Let's see if this works. I haven't tested this one yet. Please.
From there, it's such a no and use location.
Fog Cabin
But
runs.
they have just
What is happening
they've
here?
gone right past him.
Fog and Maho are standing right on top of each other. What was I rings on objective. So yeah, you got to see that replay full screen, and then about halfway through that replay, me and James realized that we were just talking to ourselves because there's no audio on that scene. But it's because it wasn't finished yet.
We probably had no audio the whole time it was trying to play as well.
Yeah, probably not. Yeah.
So my whole disclosure about
yeah,
us,
saying
sorting things out and like we will get better. It's the first it's the second
all
cast
of
of
that
the season,
just-
all that sort of stuff.
I was the only
out the
person that
window.
heard it. Yep.
It was such a good spiel too.
It was. Basically, James blamed me for everything that goes wrong. And
Literally it says auto start.
it looks like there was another drop, or just not a ready up. There's no drop, just not a ready up.
And what's going on there? Again, teams are getting used to the new rules. Auto start being the standard for starting.
Which is a minute 30.
It's a minute 30. Yep. They'll get there. A little bit of the leniency
They'll
is,
get there.
it will be a little bit of leniency is definitely needing to be granted for these first couple of games of the season.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got a lot of rule changes that people are getting used to.
And we're all in the same boat. Ultimately, we just want a good match. Oh, best of 9. Crazy Dave coming through. Best of 9. Apparently they went from a 2-4 down to a 6-4 win. That's nice, nice. It's not quite the 0-4 to 6-4. I didn't think about the 6. That's even better. I want to see
cap,
that.
yeah.
A 0-4 to a 6-4. That's what I want to see. Yeah. Be interesting seeing getting a bit more feedback on this whole best of 9 thing. It's got potential for a bit longer on each map, but there's only 2 maps, so the overall rounds are less, 18 versus 21.
Yeah.
Overall potential rounds, that is.
That's how math works, folks, for the folks at home.
That is math.
Next week, we'll do circles, squares, and triangles, and colors. Shapes and colors.
I know you and Thunder talked about this a bit and how it potentially takes away one decisive objective being key.
Organic Has a nade in hand. Sees Sickness. Sickness charges out. Gets him.
Suicide nade, suicide nade, suicide nade.
No, it was a flash and he threw it down the tunnel. Another nade comes out right into the same spot for those defenders. More smoke coming out as well. Lots of smoke. Lots of smoke. Trying to throw smoke back now is also very difficult. Sickness. Gonna try and make this cross. He gets up into the smoke. He's in the smoke again. Spartan saw him. Finds him in the smoke.
He's trying to smoke cap. No, it didn't quite work out for him. He'd been... It's all timing there. He's been a little bit more fortunate. He might have got it.
Left side, wait,
Electro still hasn't moved.
he's in
All
the
this going on objective, and he's still just chilling.
Snakebite, Maho, and Dr. Duckelberg both, all three coming out. Snakebite gets picked up in the back. Maho's going for the kill now, looking for Electro. He's going to swing around. Electro needs to watch his back.
It's going to come down to onward timing on this peak, isn't it?
Hondo hitting Electro a couple of times there through the door, actually. Called him out. Maho's aware. Duckelberg gets Ring Monster and Daddy Spartan, and that clears out of the objective. They're able to cap back. Nobody's here. Fog Cabin doesn't
has
see
not
it.
reacted.
Smoke comes out onto
Needs to check his
objective.
tablet.
Duckelberg's got tablet out. He's going for the objective. He's in the smoke. The cap is happening and no one's aware. No one's even rotating. Duckelberg's typing it in, but he might not be hidden. Fog gets him. Fog gets all of them.
Wow! Oh, that should not have gone their way. Oh, man.
Fog.
Sorry if I went a little bit loud there, but Fog Cabin, he managed to get away with it. He let them onto objective and then came around in the nick of time and wiped them all out. Crazy.
I mean, if he had just been inside the smoke, he would have been fine. Right? That was all... That's all he had to do, was get inside the smoke.
It looked like he was at least close to being
I
inside
feel like
the
he was
smoke.
like right at the edge. Let's see, can I replay a replay again? Oh, hold on, I gotta add points to people. That's how this game works. Who got that? Leftovers. Take their point.
Ooh, and there's going to be a rehost as well. We need to remember this. With the rehost, we will need to come out of the lobby and switch over as well.
That is correct. My scores are not working.
If I can...
Oh yeah,
I'm
they are.
still sitting
There's a
there.
cap, that's why. There we go. 4-3. Leftovers to Legacy.
Haven't seen them exit the game yet.
It's not a rehost. They
Wait,
didn't,
it's first to five.
they didn't
It's
win.
first to five.
James, map. We just did map. We can't go
just
to
did
colors and
this.
shapes until you understand map.
Why is it not over yet? This is just ingrained into me.
Oh my god.
This first match is gonna go well, isn't it? I almost quit the main menu.
You're like,
but I only
this is
checked-
taking so long.
Yeah.
They're gonna give up the positions. I want to hear that.
Oh wow, we'll get there, guys. We're all on this journey together.
All right, there's the
Ooh,
smokes.
this
Look at
objective.
those. Look at those spreads on smokes. Duckelberg gets one through the smoke. The flash is coming out to stop the quick rushes. Sickness and Snakebite both
Oh, there's a
in danger.
there's
Sickness
flash onto
blind.
Sickness is flashed as.
Electro downs one, downs two in a trade. Sickness still alive. Rez gonna come out.
Electro
Rez
revived.
does come out.
This is a perfect start for leftovers. Just what we want here.
This is game point.
They've
for
got control of
Leftovers.
the right
Sickness
side.
just panicking in the smoke, shooting into it. Goes down to the back. Daddy Spartan. They think they're way closer than they are. Another one goes down. Ring Monster gets
One
a hoe.
defender remaining.
Duckelberg
Duckelberg.
on a wild flank.
Behind him though.
Gives away his position, and Electro takes him down. Leftovers take a comeback, like you said.
Not quite. Almost. 0-3 to 5-3.
There could
It's
have been a
almost
cap.
the comeback I want, but it's pretty good. Well, it's amazing. It's a great comeback. 3-0 down, you don't think you're going to make it back, and they make it back to 5-3. It's a great effort.
That's right. 5, 3, 4 leftovers.
Legacy be kicking themselves because of that cap. That's the round that. That's the round which I think. Well, it is the round which pivoted it back, and they had the ability to win it right there, or get it to 4-0, 4-1. And now we'll have the rehost.
Yep.
So what happens now? We rehost. We go into abandoned. Quite a different map in terms of both size and playstyle, and we'll join you all back there then.
Yep, it does look like people are funneling out of the lobby. Just wanted to make sure that they knew what they were doing, because apparently we don't either. So we will be right back after a short intermission. Also, let me know in chat if there is audio in this intermission, because I don't know how streaming works anymore. Here we go. The big map, the abandoned. First objective is going to be the
Oh yeah.
Me and Ring are gonna be warehouse. We have 2 by
apartments.
Middle
Wow,
East
that took so
apartments.
long.
I think that's the most common name for them. There
Yeah.
are some common names getting established, and this is the apartments. It's on the east of the map. It's hard to get to as well. Attack can set up with a bit of an overwatch position and stop movements directly in front of the objective. You can come up from the north down the east side, or come through the middle of the map to establish your defense. Just don't run up the middle of the road. You will.
You know what?
likely get shot.
I think that's my most common approach right now is straight up the road.
Straight up the road.
Straight up the
Please
road.
do that if we play you.
Dive for the objective
Please do
behind
that.
the wall and get that cap.
Oh, no, I mean on attack, yeah, agreed.
Oh,
I mean
yeah,
on
yeah, yeah.
defense, when trying to get to your defensive position, don't run up the middle of the road. Is probably the best bit of advice.
Yes,
you can
absolutely.
get.
Don't tell the people at home that they can learn from experience.
The hard way. We're here to help. We're not here just
Experience.
to cast and commentate. We're here to help as well, aren't we?
I mean,
Sure.
I'm just recording everything you say so I know how to play you. So
That's fine. I've never really been secretive with our strats.
That's true,
We've
that's
done
true.
full analysis videos of it. There's no like.
yeah, I
Secret.
forgot about the analysis videos. Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. We
Hey guys, this is exactly how we play. Cool,
do
cool.
have a sniper on the field, Drunk Drummer, also a roster swap in the legacy side, I think, right? He wasn't in map 1.
No, I don't remember him being in there. Looks no sickness is still there. Hondo, Snakebite, Mahal,
Yeah, who are we missing?
and I'll feel bad for forgetting as soon as I realize who it is. Cool. I'm gonna look at the rosters.
This is one of the good maps, though. I think the sniper is much more viable. I myself have even been using a sniper and killing people with it, so it's very fun to use. Enhanced optics, definitely a pro choice on this map. It's really hard to see people in windows at a distance when they are just peeking a corner and all the way across the map. Anything, I don't even think a 2x really helps. I would go 4x or above if I was gonna do this.
Dr. Duckelberg.
That's
who's
right.
been subbed out. Yeah, it's really important to have that sort of that sniper, not just for clearing, but also for suppressing certain windows and checking where the defense are in certain windows as you cross the open.
Can we
Open
talk about
zones?
the sniper who is now point man on this attack towards objective and is just crouching towards the uplink?
We can talk about it.
What do you think?
Ring monsters. This objective, you can cap from these little walls.
Right.
So technically, Ring Monster is the only one who can actually see the approach to the objective.
yeah.
Fog cabin, he can go below fog cabin.
Outside.
Ring
Fog.
Monster's the critical. Fog cabin, he can't see up and over enough. So yeah, Ring Monster's going to be key. Is there a line? No, there isn't. Ring Monster can see that line. Actually, no, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute.
Can he?
Ooh. Watch. Is the camera bind on?
Yeah.
So if he comes up here,
Uh-huh. Like right, like
sneaks
that,
through-
like just like he did.
like sneaks through here, like real sneaky like.
Well, he's
And then
not,
goes
he's
prone
not
here.
real sneaky. Like he's making a lot of noise,
He's gone past where I wanted him to go. Okay, disregard.
but he
But
can
if we
just
went
come out.
prone
He
here,
can still
he
do
can
it
go
though.
through here. He can do it from the north side. From the north side, he can.
Yeah. This
Oh,
is
yep.
this is the hole.
Both sides of this building are holes.
This is a cap.
This could be
Drunk
this could-
drummer just
unless
needs
they
to
hear
get
him,
the
it's a
tablet
cap.
out.
And obviously he doesn't see what we see, so he's going to be panicking and clearing everything. And maybe they rotate. But if he just goes for it and he goes quietly, it's a cap.
He's got to stay very low. Oh, there's a flash.
And-
Frag, flash. Oh, and he's
They need
backing
someone-
off.
No, they need someone else to
Someone
make a
needs to
distraction.
shoot. There's a minute and a half left, and only 2 people have died, and I don't even remember where it was.
Where's drummer's support? Come on, guys.
Your sniper is on point. He takes down
Oh,
Ring Monster.
wow.
Now he's rotating away.
Ring's the only one who really could react to take him out as well. Their defense will be panicking now.
Fog gets
Why would they?
Maho in center. All 3 members of the leftovers don't have eyes on objective. I just don't understand.
It's a new map. That's all you probably need to say. They don't. Maybe they just don't necessarily realize these lines yet, or they think someone else is covering it. That often happens because you don't. You may know your position, but as a team, you don't necessarily have them established as team positions.
45 seconds left.
Wow, Drummer's making his move. He needs to be quiet though.
He's right underneath. Oh, Spartan's coming out the front door. Spartan
Fog, hear
didn't
him?
see him.
Fog.
Spartan didn't see him. Wow, they came out
wow.
just based on time.
Maybe Fog Cabin. I feel like Fog Cabin was trying to shoot him at one point. So
Honda's coming up for an aggressive push now onto objective. 19 seconds
Honda needs
left
to
on the
crouch.
clock.
Honda needs to crouch.
He's going for a cap too. He's got tablet out. Oh my God, no. Wow.
Wow. They had enough time.
He just walked up. He's like, I don't know what he's doing.
What do you?
I just,
Spartan,
I don't.
yeah, mate. Spartan say he doesn't know what he's doing, but he had enough time to cap. So, you know, on a good day, if you get a quick, 2.5 second cap out, that would have happened, and it would have been done right in front of your eyes.
Yeah, that's All right, so
gone the other way.
here's where this went wrong. Let me throw some strats out here. Let me throw some strats out.
Do it.
So, the cross here. I'm not running my bind, so there you go. Camera 1. Cross there needs to be covered, and the best way to do that is from way over here. You are super far away from the objective, but if you can make the call-outs that someone is behind you,
The sniper.
it's good.
Can you cover the whole cross?
You can absolutely cover it. There are 2 openings that they have to make a wide open
Okay,
cross.
so you can make it past this first opening. That's without being seen. That's fine. So it's the second one as you come up this little rise.
You can't hide.
Oh,
You
can you
can't
get
hide.
if you snuck forward?
Nope.
If you snuck forward, and then went through. But if you put a smoke, just put one smoke.
Yeah, but if
can
you
get
put a
round
smoke,
behind.
you give away that
That's
you're
it.
coming from that direction.
Does it matter if you give it away though?
Does it? I mean, no. But the whole point is that that's exactly how they. I mean, there was nobody covering.
Across the back.
Yeah. Like Drummer did
But
exactly what I
knew-
said.
but the thing is,
That's what I like to
knew
do. You
people
just,
were back there. The defense even knew people were back there though. They did know that people were there.
but they didn't care about it. I don't know.
I don't know. They knew the drummer had killed Ring someone from there. Yeah, Ring Monster I think it was in the tank building. Drummer shot from on the apartment
on the
buildings.
objective. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just I think it's just
Thanks for
not knowing the
casting
team
faster.
layout
Oh, yeah.
and
Oh, yeah.
assuming that someone else
run over
can
there
see
to that opening
a certain
and
approach.
wait for them to start
That's
running
where
up
I
the
think
hill
it's
to get
worked
to
out.
objective. Make sure they don't try to
Like,
get
you
to the
know, oh,
apartment
I've got my
buildings.
approach
Just
covered.
keep
I'm meant to be
firing it.
watching here. I've got that. But you're not realizing that as a team, you don't actually have it completely locked down.
Gonna be any pre-fire here? No, it doesn't look like they took up any of the correct positions. Organic Peas and Fog Cabin both rushing across. The hardest part of the map is getting across both of these defilades on either side of center because they're so exposed. And if you don't do it quick, you are forced to take those like far back corners in the rocks and come up behind, and it feels like you're getting forced into a position. Organics now coming
Footsteps
up.
warehouse.
Almost a similar layout.
This is it.
Slightly
Pocket,
pushed
do
out
it.
sickness, which I quite like. This is a good way, I think, of shutting down that easterly approach. What sickness has done here?
Ooh, nice smoke.
Where are you? Where are you?
Use 203 smoke on the second floor to block
Throw
that sniper
first,
lane.
Throw that first. Spring. Throw that in.
They're getting very aggressive.
In there. Straight ahead. Over there. Oh shit, sorry. Here.
They just needed those smokes to land a little bit closer to shut down the vision of.
Oh, is that a frag? Is that
Good
a frag?
coming out?
Oh.
A little bit long and not cooked. Could have been amazing.
Drummer
Could have been
seen
a clip of the tournament.
Organic and Ring
Back left.
both. They're making a lot of noise. Ring's very exposed here. Can Drummer see the top of his head? Just short of it. The Hope peeks out on the center, but the sniper gets the tag.
Drummer is a deadly sniper, and that is a
Tight
shot.
line. Tight line. Sickness clears out.
good shot.
One on a little bit of a rotation back towards the gunfire from his southeast approach. Snakebite gets the res. They're both up. One in the 3-story. The attacker's a little bit off of objective. Shots ringing out from Organic. He gets both of them. And then he clicks.
Wow. -2 in warehouse.
Were they both stacked on top of each other?
They
in the tank
rezzed
building?
and then
They
were
were.
running back. Yeah.
Understood.
So now it's a 3
So
on 3.
again, we've got a defense which is a little bit stacked onto the east side. However, they do have the difference of Sickness's position, which I think is quite a good deciding difference.
Yeah, and then Drummer also rotating now, making a little bit more.
Yeah, can cover the
aggressive
outside
posture.
because you can't cap from inside this building.
Correct.
So,
It's got to
and
be
there's no
outside.
entrance. There's no entrance from the east side into that building. So actually having people in that building, whilst potentially helpful at the start for looking across the map, as you get later in the round, it's not really a building you need to defend in itself. So you really just need to more defend the north approach and south approach and west approach onto objective directly.
Organic's coming up here. If he can prone or sneak his way up to the car, he might be good. Let's see, where is Sickness looking?
Drummer.
Oh, he sees Hondo. He misses the shots on the door. Drummer's looking for the refrag on that. Drummer's checking both
Drummer
sides.
picked up a shorter range rifle. No, he's still got his 12x. Oh, no bodies near him. They're in the tank building.
We're trying to pick you off, Hondo.
This is where utility would be nice.
Yeah, throwing it from a distance, with so much ground to cover, I think it's better to hold on to it until you're in this kind of posture before you start lobbing smokes. Because if you're right here, you can line them up and basically have a walkway to the objective. If you're throwing them from afar, you're relying a lot on either practice or chance.
Throwing from afar, you're really just trying to cause the defense to panic, which can be effective. It can get you a kill, but
Front of North, in front of North's apartment, in front of
it
it.
might be better to hold them off and cause them to panic where you can actually also make some crosses.
Hondo gets one. Drummer now gets in a firefight, takes down
Ooh, wow.
Organic Peas with a
One tango for me.
sniper.
That's a 12x. That's
Yeah.
a 12x, well, 6x at close quarters versus a properly ranged
Wait,
weapon.
What does the 12x default to when you take it? Is it
6x.
I've been
times.
using the sniper on 6x.
Yeah. Everyone says 12x, but it is 6x. And when you go into 12x,
right now.
I don't know. I quite like the 6x for the range of most onward maps is quite a good sort of.
Yeah, definitely
magnification.
an improvement having the option
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, 12x for like on this map in particular. If you're clearing that west building because it's dark in those windows and because you often clear it from quite far away, that's where I've started using the 12x. Actually clicking it to that higher magnification and just properly clearing those windows, trying to spot that Volk shadow out of the darkness behind it.
Fog's got 60 seconds left, and Hondo sees him and takes him down. And that's 1 point each.
Successful defense, and again, I feel it could have gone the other way. The attack had a point at which I think they were four players up with 3 remaining. They had an opportunity to regroup, sort of really work the flanks, come around from the east side onto that objective, but they all just moved in from the west across and got picked off.
Yeah, there's a lot of ground. Like it feels like attacking from the front, from the center building to the front of the apartments is the way to go because there's just so much space and you can spread it out and get a line. But I think an aggressive push from one side or the other is a better play because, like you said, the way that the buildings are built, you can't rotate out the backside. You can only cover from windows on the backside. So they are either
You
going
stick tight to the buildings, you can't get shot by them. Really,
right.
there are some lines where if you're in the most southern building, you can look across to the north, and the most northern building can look across to the south.
But you're also not going to stack more than one person
No.
like back here. Like you know, because if you know that you can't get out the back, you put someone out back, right? You got one defender here and 3 people coming in. That's advantage attack, and then you just hug the walls like you said and force rotations. It seems a lot easier than walking across this opening here in the
Open.
like this is
Especially with no utility,
yeah.
as we talked about. We got quite a different objective here, the northernmost one. Some big openish crosses to it. I don't actually know the lines across this yet in terms of what the sneaky ways of getting across are yet. But I assume defense will probably stack out east and west, looking across the map.
Yeah, going west, there's some pretty easy quick lines of fire. But the problem with that is there's not a good way back. Because once you go off of this little plateau, you have to run all the way back around to the backside to get onto it. So if you like Electro here, if you're Electro, and you're last man standing, objective is right there. You can see it, but you can't get to it.
No, that's where the panic really sets in, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. But watching this beach approach is a good play.
Yeah, there's definitely... It's a hard cross for Marsoc, but if they do get across, it's really powerful because they can work their way around all the way to the north of the objective, past Dolph here on the beach.
Yep.
All the way along to the north of the objective.
Where's Dolph?
Sorry,
There
I
she
didn't
is.
pause on it long enough.
I got it. There's the Dolph.
I think it's one where attack you really want encirclement. There's a critical defense to try and stop this western push, because then that stops the encirclement and really forces the attack to come from the center and east. But
Legacy staging up. I mean, they're looking. This is also another map. I think a drone is a very useful tool on this map. I've been using it.
Very true. Marsoc drones. It's a large map. It's allowed. So yeah, Marsoc drones work well.
I think that Drummer has seen Electro. He's about to shoot him.
Ooh. Not so good at switching to players directly.
Oh,
do it.
Camera one. Oh, we missed.
I missed.
But the thing is, there's nowhere for Electro to go. there's no way to get out of there because there's not a elevation change behind those Hescos, so he has to just
It runs directly back and use one of these little mounds and not get shot from the side as he does it.
Right, yeah, he's pinned. I mean, that long shot
punched
from Sickness, watching his rotation away.
It's also a really easy position to call out. So that's one thing you need to consider. Like, people don't have established call-outs for every location on this map. One thing you will have is that big blocky concrete thing up on the west.
It's a pillbox. Okay?
Yeah.
West pillbox.
We don't even need to call it a pillbox. Just call it a big blocky concrete thing. Perfect.
It's not
sorted.
It's not concrete.
Whatever. Hesco-y, filled, gravelly thing. You'd understand me, wouldn't you? Other than my accent.
I would forget everything you were saying and just listen to the sound of your voice. That's why I haven't joined Mayhem.
Yeah. Is that why?
Yeah, I'd just be sitting in spawn going, yeah, give me more callouts, James.
I think we've stolen one of your old players, actually.
Oh, yeah?
Captain Soda? For IVRL?
Oh, he joined Mayhem. Yeah.
He's come to join us. It's been really enjoyable playing with him so far. Had one scrim and a couple of little play sessions together. It's going really well. Looking forward to it.
All right, here we go. Drummer, once again, the sniper on point, coming up on the beach, and he's going for this kill. Set a 4.
Again, point man with the 12x.
Yeah. Oh, Electro's looking high. Drummer sees him. Drummer misses. Electro is absolutely pinned. Does his little VR spin.
So Drummer needed to hit those shots. This is where Drummer is thinking,
There
man,
you
I wish I
go.
had a holo.
A smoke to force him out? No, too short. Hit the...
Cover the footsteps.
Drummer's coming around behind him. No one's watching his backside. I mean, Organic Peace is just standing there. Drummer gets him. Sickness gets Ring Monster on the other side. Daddy Spartan hitting Drummer, maybe? No. Organic Peace still hasn't rotated this way. He's going to get picked off. He goes down.
And they've got the potential in circle now. Drummer choosing to go back through the center instead of getting behind.
He's going for a cap.
He is. If he takes out Spartan, I don't think fog capping can react in time.
Reading his tablet now.
We have we have had a scenario where Fog Cabin has reacted in time on cargo, but maybe Drunk Drummer can get it out.
The shots from Daddy Spartan giving away his position. Oh, but he comes out the door, gets one, doesn't get the second. Hondo now moving up onto objective, tablet out. Fog Cabin again outside. Hondo's capping.
Not moving again.
Is that a frag? Is that a frag? Oh, that was a frag. That was almost a friendly frag. Fog doesn't make the rotation, and Legacy take 2 points.
Potentially something Fog Cabin needs to work on a little bit. Second time getting caught out away from objective like that. This time the cap coming out. Legacy, 3-1 up. We've seen them up by this much before. They just need to hold it together a bit more. For a map which is long range, these are some quite intense rounds. Like each movement, quite critical, and I enjoy watching the intent behind every movement, and you know, yeah.
I do like this map. I can't wait to play it. Where were you last night when I was trying to play it with you? Come on. Come on. You had a chance.
Okay,
you had
I
a
came
chance
on
to play.
5 minutes afterwards, and you were off.
No, we had just made it public because no one showed up to our passworded lobby.
Was it? Oh, I literally couldn't find your lobby.
Wow. You weren't
Yep.
trying hard enough.
Yep. So I went and mucked around with MP5s with Defilade.
You could have done that on this map with us. It would have been fine.
We ended up.
I see no problem.
We ended up switching lobbies because I couldn't get Defilade in as well because he had to leave to get a custom, and then so we ended up in a pub lobby and doing some 2v5s. It was good fun.
I will
With
say,
MP5s and stuff.
I'm not a fan of the fact that you have to make a private lobby just to increase the round timer to 6 because Abandon needs 6 minutes. And being forced into a pub that you can no longer open. You can't reopen the lobby once it's private. Sorry, not private. You understand what I...
Once you change something like that, you can't reopen it.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. Here we go.
I could for some reason. Oh. Shows what I know.
Let's see. I mean, it could be my teammates are stupid. That's also a possibility, but I was not host.
Less of a, so that's a different spawn, wasn't it, on attack, and less ability to get onto covering lines. I feel.
I think there are plenty of lines on this
They come
map.
up the coast, drunk. I got
No, I mean like the previous spawn. I feel like the previous spawn had a little bit more. You could just get onto that ridge line a little bit quicker. So there is some variation of spawn, which is good. Similar sort of defense. Was that a? No, it wasn't a drone. It was a seagull.
There's
Similar
also
sort of defense. Drummer taking up the position which he took, put a lot of effort into clearing last round.
yeah, Electro also looking for it, but does not have an optic. And the organic peas here, I think, is a little pinned. I see 2 lasers on him behind this rock, and there's nowhere to go.
He is pinched.
Yeah, I can't see him. He's somewhere back on the west side to the right of
Pretty
the
hard to outrun
crack.
Drunk Drummer's shots as well.
The
Who do we have setting up? Ring Monster out on the east side.
I want to know if I'm crazy. I'm gonna bring you. Go to camera 1 right here.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the drone noise? It sounds like the drone. to me.
It's not quite the drone noise. It's obviously it's the lights, but it's
I always
not
think
quite
it's
a
the drone.
light noise either. And there's that little ding sound that it makes as well.
Yeah. Also, I
I quite like it. I love ambient noise.
I think there's an ambient noise on this map that sounds like footsteps. And it drives me
really?
insane.
And there's one shooting at me from the
Is
helicopter.
it just maybe I'm just right behind you at all times?
That could be it. It could be my own footsteps. I don't know, but that definitely drives me insane. And this objective in particular is the one that the drone, I think, is required for. They're up behind all those rocks. You can't make an approach. You can't cross this northern gap, the northern road here.
I feel like this east is the approach, but Hondo's position does shut it down pretty well. Yeah, that cross. Oh, you can go on the east side of that? Okay.
Yeah, you can make it, but if you stack
Yeah, he's made it.
too strong on the exit for this, it's just like cargo tunnel, right? You stick a couple people on there.
I'd actually hook. I'd go what Ring Monster's done here. I've never actually gone up this east side before, but I'd go up this east side and then actually hook here if I pause. There.
Yeah.
You hook through there, and then across. Then you can make your way up.
Yeah. Right up for his objective. I like that. Daddy Spartan has moved up and is right in front of Drunk Drummer, taking shots at Hondo. Drummer's coming around the backside now. I don't know if Spartan's aware. Sickness gets fog cabin on the far east side. Lots of suppression, not a lot of kills.
Daddy
Hondo
Spartan has
goes
made it
down.
up the west
There we
side.
go.
He's getting close to Drunk Drummer.
He knows Drummer's there too. He heard the callouts. He's trying to get up there.
Drummer is deadly at short range as well as long range with his 12 times, so this might not go Daddy Spartan's way.
But he's being suppressed from another angle, and he gets forced out and goes down.
Electro ultimately meaning that Daddy does not have to face off with him. Now, is Spartan going to go for that northern? No, he's not. He's going to go straight in.
You can't
Still
go
feel
straight
like that
in.
northern approach.
There's no straight in. You have to go north, or you have to go around.
North or south, yeah. And then he's going to hook north. Yeah, I feel like this northern approach is a good one to do potentially.
There's much less
Especially with the
cover
suppressing fire
on the
from the
backside.
south.
Sickness coming around though. Is he going to hear the footsteps?
I think he's just not quite
They're
rotated
pushing
quickly
up.
enough. He could have held it.
Ring Monster running up onto objective. Sickness gets him. They're all shooting, but no one's paying attention to Daddy Spartan.
Spartan needs to take out some of these players.
Or he doesn't. He just walks up to it. But he starts taking out players.
Now,
There
now
goes
he needs
Maho.
to take them out.
He sees Sickness. There goes Sickness. Now it's all up to Snakebite. Snakebite's getting pushed from two sides. There's 3 leftovers still alive. Minute 40 on the clock. Spartan scanning those windows.
Electro's doing his job. He's way off objective. He's not part of the attack, but he is suppressing still.
Snakebite sees him through the window and gets him.
Going down OBJ.
Doesn't know he's last alive.
me.
Now he does. Organic.
Was that one down OBJ followed by an expletive?
Yep. And now Organic Peas knows that he's the
Classic.
only one here.
Electro needs to start moving if he wants to be part of this.
Oh, Organic Peas picked up a flashbang off of a dead body, throws it in. What? Oh, that was the ballsiest play I've seen in a while.
It was not needed. It's ballsy. Yes, I agree. It was ballsy, but just get the point.
Brings us back to Electro all the way across the map. 52 seconds. He's got to make a dead run.
I think he can make it though.
Ooh, not if
I
he
think
hurts
he
himself
can
like
make
that.
it a dead run. Yeah, I think there's going to be an engagement here. Or is my distance timing off? He has to go straight though.
He has to go straight. You can't go around behind it.
No, he can't go around the back. He's gone too far. He's gone too far west.
30 seconds.
He's going to try and get a position up which can see inside. No, he's going
Gonna
around the
jump
back.
off?
He's going to give himself like about 2 seconds on objective.
22.
Oh,
Oh, this is going to be close. This is going to be close.
he could have made it if he went straight.
10 seconds. He needs to keep
He's
moving.
paused. He paused. He paused. No.
8, 7,
This is gonna come
6, 5, 4,
He knows where he is.
3, 2. Oh, and Snakebite takes it.
Snakebite. Wow. Clutch. They had that.
Very
They had
clutch. 2
three-
seconds on the clock.
They had 3 around the objective. They had Daddy Spartan from the northwest. They had, was it Ring Monster from the east, and then Electro providing suppressive fire from the southwest. If they just aligned themselves a bit more so they weren't going in one by one, then there wouldn't have been a chance at all for Snakebite. You can't kill 3 people at once. Well, you can, but
You
very
can't.
unlikely to. Maybe you can, Trip. I can't kill 3 people at once if they're breaching in from 3 different at a time. So if you had someone coming in through the back door of this helicopter, plus people coming in from the southwest and northwest of the helicopter, putting firing lines as you bisect onto the person inside, the person inside's
Yeah,
dead.
absolutely.
Dead.
Absolutely.
Yeah, like-
But James, we've moved to the other side of the map.
I'm zooming.
0.
It's gonna take me a while. 0. What? Now this
Oh, that
objective.
that did not set. Just
Yep,
kidding.
it didn't. I made it. I zoomed all the way from the north to the south. It took a while.
It does take a while.
This objective
There's a quick spawn
has
here.
a spicy spawn.
It is
does
a quick
indeed.
spawn.
It,
Not only is there a quick spawn, but there's also a very decent chance that if it's not quick spawn and you go peek it, you get picked off because this roof is exposed.
oh well. See,
Yeah,
this is the thing.
I'm telling you all these
I'm not
secrets.
sure if
like,
I'm not
can't-
sure if I like the quick spawn or not. I've gone back and forth on it.
It
whether I
feels
personally
really,
like it.
really dirty every time we
feels
just charge
dirty.
it.
But it also feels like it switches things up. But is it an advantage to get this quick
There's
spawn?
4
or-
spawns on this,
I don't know.
I believe, on this objective.
Yeah.
It's not quick spawn. So, let's rotate this camera around and go back to the gameplay.
So, what approaches do we have to this one? Again, we got that east side with its big rocks, similar to the north.
The east side
that coming down
approach
through
with
the
some
east side.
suppression is good. Also sending people through center, through tank, towards the 3-story in the west. Get some good overwatch. The big pipes in the center, good spot to overwatch. And
Down to these sort of silo-y type things with
Yep.
these cargo containers here.
there's an objective down there too, for the folks at home.
Yeah, there is. Yeah.
But that's a good approach, especially if you've got coverage. But I think this one in particular relies on people shooting just to pin people down. Like,
Go up top, watch the top doorway.
Fog and them aren't actually pushing out of the door, but ooh, Sickness gets Electro on a
Tower guy is dead.
far
We're down
cross.
Tango 1.
Where's the
So over
pillbox?
by that
Yeah,
concrete
Pill
blocky thing.
box.
Concrete blocky thing. Cool, cool, cool.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like a pill, and it's not a box.
That's not neither. Never mind. Just gonna call it defensive structure at this point.
Yep.
So Fog and Daddy Spartan both having angles on this cross. They probably won't be able to hit if they crossed fast. Oh, and Daddy Spartan just giving up as Maho slow peeks it and Snakebite crosses it. They have no idea that there's enemies over here now. So there they do. Snakebite takes some shots.
I know where he's at.
This is where this attack falls part of it, doesn't it? You get trapped here if the defense is watching it.
Snakebite explaining to Maho where exactly the guy is that shot at him while Maho gets killed. Snakebite makes his rotation
Wow.
though, but Daddy Spartan peeks the
Not
window
quite.
afterwards. The two defenders,
double stack
yeah,
defense.
very good.
Yeah. They're all on objective, but those two outwardly focused on the east really does shut that down. So Sickness's approach probably is the best one here. Once you clear that dude out on the west, just coming straight onto the objective.
Hondo and Drummer
you
way
know-
off too. They need to sync back up.
Yeah.
Sickness checking his tablet, wants to read that code. I mean, all you have to do is
Okay.
come in this downstairs door, all right? You come in the door.
Friendly Delta's dead.
Yeah. You're in on objective. It becomes a... What does it become? Like the north objective on Snow Peak or something like that. It
Yeah.
becomes that sort of...
Also,
Breach in.
would you like a fun fact about this map? Would you like one? I think the folks at home would
I
like one.
love fun facts about any
So
map.
the barrels, the burning barrels, will damage you,
Yes.
which we saw in full effect in the first cast when someone was trying to place a flashlight pistol to block a door on top of a burning barrel, and they set themselves on fire.
However, it will
will
take
not kill you.
It will not kill you. It takes you something... Oh, I did the maths. It was something like 11 hours to kill you or something like that. So, yeah. If you want to make some noise...
You just, yeah, your character model just goes, over and over and over.
It's like 0.000 something points of damage per second. And you have 30 health in total and 20 health until you get downed. So, it
So
will
we're
take
seeing a good
long
rotation here. Drunk Drummer and Hondo both on the very far south. But because leftovers are holding strong on the objective, not getting peeky, they're watching the entrances. I think they have a pretty solid chance to hold this. Daddy
I
Spartan's
like
going to be the most
Sickness's
exposed
approach
here.
too. Just backing up slowly away and he's going to get around. Though they already have people on that side, so maybe not as good as a team tactic.
Yeah, there are 3 doors and there are 3 people alive. That's one of the math things. Ooh, Daddy Spartan
Ooh,
misses Sickness, and Hondo misses his backside. Drunk Drummer and Ring Monster trade on the other side. Hondo's coming in. looking for Daddy Spartan in the corner. Oh, Hondo was low. Daddy Spartan misses. Hondo's coming around the corner firing. He gets him. Now he's going inside. Sickness on the door. Sickness. Oh, C4 goes off. Smoke in the objective.
I think smoke's the key here, isn't it? It really just causes that confusion you need.
Legacy.
Let's go. That's the series.
Take it.
5-1. Nicely done. They managed to hold their 3-1 lead, take it through to 5-1. Yeah. Any final thoughts there?
Final thoughts. I love Abandoned. I think it's a good map.
I agree.
And don't-
I haven't played it enough, so it's going to be scary because it's new. But I agree. I think it's got good potential. Whether it turns out there's certain OP slots and all that sort of stuff, I'm sure we'll find some. But yeah, I enjoy it. Good sort of. You have to think. You have to think about the movements you make. Yeah.
Worth reminding the folks at home that all of the maps for the entire Summer Showdown are already listed. They're all chosen. So you can get practicing on the maps that you know you're going to play so that you're better prepared for it. This first week, we definitely threw people into the deep end with the Abandoned choice, which is why Cargo was the opposite end of the spectrum. Everybody knows Cargo, just a slight change on it. But that's why we did that. And I think that's it. I'm going to end this one because we've got another cast going on IVR League 2, Globochem versus Rome. So
That's right. You heard right.
We're going to end
Globochem.
this. Yeah, we're going to see some Globo action. We will see you all next time. Thanks for coming. See you later.